This is a very useful model to analyze the ERP software space, because what I want to demonstrate to you is that this Five Forces model heavily favors software vendors, and I'm also going to show you how it's actually hurting customers of the software vendors long term. So let's start with the vendor side of the equation. I'm going to write this out in green because most of these are positive things for the vendor. So I'm looking at this from a software vendor perspective. The first is vendor lock. Now, a lot of us have heard about vendor lock, and generally when I talk about vendor lock, I don't consider that a good thing from a customer perspective, but from a software vendor perspective, this is ideal. And what we're seeing in the cloud space is that the software vendors are creating vendor lock. By creating these cloud solutions with long-term contracts and subscriptions and the high switching costs that come along with that, that's creating vendor lock. And this is the utopia that software vendors want to see. They want you locked in because it's favorable to them. But as I'll talk about in a moment, that is not favorable to customers. And basically what it does, this vendor lock reduces the bargaining power of the buyers or the customers. It reduces the threat of substitutes. It reduces the threat of new entrants, because even if you want to switch to a competitor of the software vendor you're using, it's going to be very difficult for you to do that.